Hey guys and girls, so this sketchbook prompt is, I don't really have a title for it, but the prompt directions are to fill up a page either in your sketchbook or on a sheet of printer paper, whatever you have access to, using the letters of your name. So here is a quick sketch that I did using my name. So my first name is Mallory, so I decided to use all of the letters of my first name. Now you can choose to do, you can go about this a couple of different ways. You can use your first name if you want. You could use your first and last name. You could use your first and middle name. If you have like a nickname that you go by, you can do either one of those, whichever one will work better for you. You do have to fill up the entire page though. So if you have a really short name, or if you only use your first name, you're probably gonna have to repeat some letters. So my first name is Mallory, as I said before, and those are 8. I think those are 8 letters. M-A-L-L-O-R-E-Y. Yeah, 8. So I definitely added more than 8 letters so that I could specifically fill up my space a little bit better. So the idea and challenge with this particular assignment is to find a way to arrange your letters, not only just to fit the page, but to make your design look kind of interesting. And you can do this a couple of different ways. First thing is you can change the direction of your letters. So as you see with my example, some of my letters are sitting normally, but some of them are backwards or upside down, or they're sideways, or they're tilted a little bit. So think of this almost kind of like a puzzle, and the letters are the pieces of your puzzle, and you have to kind of like arrange them in a way where they're going to kind of fit together a little bit to take up the entire majority of your space. Now you can use any kind of letter style that you want. You can do box letters, you can do bubble letters, you could have uppercase letters, you could have lowercase letters, you could have a collection of all of them. I like both uppercase and lowercase, so I actually did a combination of upper and lower for all of mine. You are going to have to outline them and color them. You can color them with a specific color scheme, or you can use as many colors as you want. It's completely up to you. Now, before we color the sketch, let me give you a couple of tips on how you can get started. If you just have no idea, you're just like, oh my God, I have no idea where to get started. So here is actually some tips that I have. So I find that if you start to draw your letters in the corners and then work your way in, I find that that works better for me to be able to fill up my space. I think a lot of students, what they do is they start right in the middle. They'll just start to draw a letter in the middle. They'll start in the middle, and then they will work their way out and continue to fill up the paper that way. That definitely is not the wrong way to do it, and if you think that you're gonna be able to get it pretty good like that, you can. But for me personally, I like to start from the outside edge corners of the paper and work my way in. So let me just show you what that might look like. I'm gonna do all uppercase with this demonstration, since I did a mixture there. So what I would recommend doing is starting at the corners and then just kind of coming in that way. So let's see, I'll add an uppercase M right here. Don't worry too much about how your letters look. They don't have to be perfect. They do need to be drawn letters though. Like, you can't write them. You do have to draw them somehow. Let's see. L's, if you have any L's in your name, L's are a great letter to put in the corners because they fit really well. Okay, so I'm going to put one L right here. Let's see. I'll do an E right here. So I'm just picking some little random letters to put in. And I think I'll do, I think I'll flip this over, and I think I'll put an R, an uppercase R. Okay, so there's my corners. So now I'm just gonna slowly, gradually continue to fill them in. Another thing that'll make your design interesting is change the sizes of your letters. Make some of them really big, make some of them really small, and shifted them around, and just try to have a little bit of fun with it and try to be kind of creative. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this sketch. Okay, my time lapse cut off for some reason, but there's now my sketch for my letters. So now we're going to take some time and color it. So a quick little tip that I have for anybody who never can figure out what kind of color scheme to use. I love to go on Pinterest and type in color schemes, because then what it does is it'll give you a long list of all these different pictures with different color schemes. But what I like about it is it shows you in the form of a picture. So like it gives you a set of colors and it shows you what it looks like in an actual image. And I just love it because I feel like I can pick a color scheme a little bit better. So I think I figured out what color scheme I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna use something like this, like a blue, a lavender, a light pink, and maybe like a lime green. So I'm going to pick those out. Now, as far as what you color them with, you can do markers, you can do colored pencils, really just whatever you have near you, to be quite honest. I think this is it. Yeah, okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and get to coloring. Alrighty, so here is my finished drawing. So pretty fun, pretty simple sketchbook prompt to kind of get you started and just to kind of get you familiar and a little bit more comfortable with drawing. Happy drawing. Don't stress out too much about it. Just do the very best you can, and I can't wait to see what they look like. I will see you guys next time.